Okay, folks, this is my part four video of this, what I call the 9.3 mile mark uh, on North Shore Road in Lake Mead National Recreation Area. And this interesting area that you can see, it's a ridge of all these volcanic features, these domes and other objects. Here's a few slides here. And now this is one of my hikes up to an area that's further east of the previous videos that I've done. And as you can see, these ridges where there's plenty of rock fragments that one can observe as they're walking up to uh, the area in this elevated ridge up in the front there. And to review all of the dates again, the Calville Black Mesa volcanics in this area is dated 8.5 to 10.5 million years ago. And then underneath that is the so called red sandstone unit, which is 11.0 to 11.9 million years ago of deposition. Below that is the Horse Springs Formation. And the first member at the top of that Horse Springs Formation is the Lovell Wash member, which was 13.0 to 11.9 million years ago of deposition. But as I walk up here and get closer to these features, I'm still struck with the idea that the lava that came through here, let's say it is that Calville Black Mesa volcanics of 8.5 to 10.5 million years ago, these materials here, that they came in contact with mud or some sort of a wet soil, and they formed these different um, how would you call it, these blocks or domes or lava blisters. Some of them look like lava blisters. That right there looks like just solid basalt, andesite basalt. But the rest of these, they look like they've come in kind of lava that comes in contact with water or soils that are high in water content. But it's really interesting to walk up here and around these areas here. It just doesn't look like your typical lava flow. There's something else has mixed with the lava to give this kind of a feature here. And this whole ridge extends for, I would say, a third of a mile to half of a mile on the north side of North Shore Road, right around the 9.3 mile mark. Here's some more, just some slides of these different fragments that have clearly have fallen down from higher points higher up on the ridge there. And this second video was the second visit to this area to come and look at it a little closer. But that's looking to the east there. But it's really intriguing. The area as you go further up is very steep through here, and it's easy to lose your footing. That's why it's always good to have good hiking shoes when you're coming through these areas here. But all of these just fragments and blocks, they're just so unusual looking. I am still trying to research further information to explain this, but somehow it just seems like when this volcanic activity was occurring, there was a lot of moisture in the area, water. Um, Quite a bit of erosion has occurred over the last 13 million years to what you're seeing today. But it's uh, it's a very interesting area. I'll keep coming here. I think I'll hike further east to the very end of this line of these blocks here. See, and then look at the side on the north side of the ridge at the very far east side. That'll be hikes in the weeks and months to come. But all these little fragments here, they're just very unusual looking. It's really steep at this point. To try to get any further, you just have to be much better of a climber than I am. But to get to the very top is going to involve some serious climbing. It gets real steep, and the fragments and everything on the ground make your footing an interesting challenge, but a worthy one to go very top. But I think what you're seeing here is what you're going to see at the very top. So again, that's looking to the east. And also to reiterate that a lot of erosion, a lot of material through here has eroded away. Hundreds of feet of material has is gone now. So basically, what you're seeing in this area is just what remains after a horrific amount of erosion has occurred and flushed all that material to the west and south. If anyone does have some additional information to describe what's has occurred here, feel free to write a comment. Uh, and if you can reference some sort of geological published material, that would be greatly appreciated. Just source a link to that particular paper. But it's definitely worth hiking up here and looking at all this. It's really not that difficult to get up here. Now, working my way back to my truck, the areas of interest again are the red sandstone unit, the Horace Springs Formation, its top member, the Lovell Wash member, and maybe even the Bitter Ridge limestones. And the volcanic activity that's at the very top of all of this is, I would think, is the Calville Black Mesa volcanics that occurred 8.5 to 10.5 million years ago. This low-lying area to the right, looking east, is really a joy to walk through. That's just your standard desert terrain with a multitude of vegetation, occasional little lizards that you see out here, and some jackrabbits. Every once in a great while, you might run across a coyote, but they're mainly hanging around the picnic areas, hoping to get fed by somebody that shouldn't be doing that. But the mesquite and all the other different desert foliage is fascinating. Again, thank you very much for watching this video.